Today we're looking at a baby registry. It is honestly still a work in progress. I'm sure you can relate. This is not my registry. It's one that I found on Amazon. I take baby registries and I review them. Okay, so we are going to see some doubles and some basically indecisiveness on their part and see if we can help narrow that down a little bit. All right, so let's jump right into it. The first item is a swing. Now, it's up to you if you want to swing or not. I actually skipped it. I said, I don't need a swing. We can live with that one. We did not get a swing and our babies survived. All right, so if you want to get it, if you want to skip it, that's okay too. I think swings are a little big and bulky personally. Now we've got some clothing. Love the basics. I mean, you can have a little color, but just the gender neutralness, like these are simple. Put them with pink pants, put them with blue pants. Now the cut on these is screaming boy to me, so those might be for little boys. And then we got some little white ones here. I would say this might be a little more than what you need, all in the 0 to 3 month. I actually put my babies in like sleepers more, but it depends. It's a summer baby, so maybe they're just thinking it's going to be hot out. Okay, so not hating on it. Then we got some socks. I would not do newborn socks. I would do like more like toddler socks. Until they're a year, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Obviously in the winter, if they need to have socks on with their outfit, yes. But overall, I don't like socks on babies. Just my opinion. Then we got some fun little onesies, cute, get clothes. Some people don't put clothes on their baby registry, and like, that's what your baby wears all the time. Don't be afraid to put some clothes on. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now we got some basic bodysuits. These are newborn. I would not get that many in newborn, honestly. I wouldn't. I guess it depends on what was above, if that was all 3 month, but don't overdo it. They grow so stinking fast. All right, now this set is 0 to 3. I would just get this and I would skip on the newborn probably. All right, moving on to bath times. So we got a little 4-in-1 Grow With Me bathtub. I didn't have this exact tub in system, but it does look like a good option. Okay, so not gonna hate on that. Washcloths, I would not get blue for a boy. I would get more gender neutral, the way that all your kiddos can use them. Then we have some probably body wash, like shampoo and lotion. The main thing is you should get non-scented for your babies. Okay, then we got different washcloths. Now I dislike having 2 different types because when you're doing the laundry and you're folding, it's nice to just have one nice even pile where they're all fold and stacked the same. So that's my opinion there. 2 towels, I think that's fine. You could maybe get a couple more just so your other kids can use them as well. Try not to get newborn, try to get toddler towels or even little kid towels so that they last longer. Okay, they will outgrow their towels faster than you think as well. Then we got this bath support. I would not get this one. I would just get this one. This is actually the one we had, but it didn't fit very well in our kitchen sink and you had to fill the bathtub up still, you know? So I actually think instead of getting the tub support that goes in the tub, I would get the literal tub and use that as long as you can. Just my opinion from my experience. All right, then we got some wipes, wipes and diapers. If you're doing disposable, put them on the baby registry. Then we got some Aquaphor. I don't like to give opinions on lotions and creams because I feel like that's very personal what you put on your baby's skin, and I'm not a doctor nor a dermatologist, so it's not my field to critique. But do your research and try to go fragrance free. That's where I start at least. Next, we got more diapers and more diapers. That's awesome if you're gonna do it. Just diapers are more practical than just random junk. All right, we got some bottles. Nice if you're gonna do that. I directly nurse my babies primarily. Now, I do have a problem with this, like bottles and then like kind of like bottle sippy cups. I don't love these. Kind of interesting. I would get one type. It's annoying to have multiple types of bottles because you're gonna have all the different parts and pieces. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. Oh gosh, and then there's more. Yeah, okay, they need to narrow down their bottles. This is a little hectic. Way too many types. All these bottles have parts and pieces. When you're washing them, it's a pain in the butt, okay? 1, 2 types of bottles, absolute max. Then we got some burp cloths here that are blue. I, again, would go a little more gender neutral. See, again, like a little grooming kit, as they call it. I don't like these. I think all the products are cheap. I would rather get a nice pair of nail clippers, a nice little comb, and a nicer thermometer. Like, I don't like these. $10, all of that is junk, in my opinion. And some of it you won't even use. So I'm not a fan. Cradle Cat brush. We did use one and our first baby did have it. I feel like our second didn't as much. So I wouldn't necessarily register for this. I think it's a little more of a wait and see item personally. This is a milestone blanket. That's up to you. If you want that, go for it. All good there. Then we have, ooh, these are beautiful, 4 swaddle blankets. These are very pretty. That is like my vibe right there. Like just solid. They kind of a rich color to them. That's beautiful. So love those for boys or girls. Love. Okay, so we saw tons of bottles and now we're finding nursing items. Okay, so if you're gonna breastfeed, you don't need that many bottles. Like, chill. If you're going to pump milk, okay, you need a place to store it. Great. Nursing pads, yes, you can buy reusable or disposable. These are the disposable type. You're going to leak if you're breastfeeding. Okay, that's just part of it. Usually at about month 3, it goes away though. So if you do your math on your count, say there's 200 there, divide that in half. If you got 2 of them, so that's 100. So that puts you at about 100 sets. It depends on how many times throughout the day you're changing them, on how many days exactly that would last you. Say you change them twice a day, that's 50 days. Most times I would say you're going to stop leaking at the 3-month mark. And you're not necessarily leaking like all day, all the time. It just can happen at certain times. Like at night, for example, if your baby sleeps good, you might find yourself leaking more because of engorgement. You'll learn your body and you'll learn what works for you. All right, the haka is a great way to collect milk. You can nurse baby on one side, have the haka on the other. For some people, this is easy ounces, as I like to call it. You only get an ounce or 2. It's not as aggressive as pumping in the sense like when you pump, you're telling your body to make more milk. Now, some people would say the haka does the same thing. I feel like it's an in-between. It catches a little bit of milk, but it doesn't totally confuse your body. So just my opinion, I think the haka is easy ounces. All right, then we have a car seat, possibly a car seat and stroller, and then an additional car seat. And then we got one more. They have not decided what they want to get clearly. I feel like these are probably very similar, these two here. The wheel size looks about similar. Price is even similar. If you're cool with a girl in blue in the future, do the blue. If you want more gender neutral, go the black. I don't totally understand. It also seems like they want to get an extra car seat with it. A lot of times, I think the car seat comes with the travel system. Could be wrong in this case. A little unsure. Like for me, example, I got a jogger stroller, a infant car seat, and I got one of the bases. So not exactly sure what they're thinking here, but I think they need to narrow it down. Also, the date on this registry, it's coming up. Their baby shower is coming. So I actually don't recommend putting a zillion things on your baby registry. I know you can do it and say, oh, we'll come back later and look. But I do think it can be overwhelming to have 200 items on your baby registry and have to narrow it down. So do your research and just try to start early. Okay, do your best. Now, here we have a car seat cover. I don't really like these that much. I really don't. Like, what are you covering your baby from? What are you so scared of? You know, a little rain isn't going to kill him. A little sunshine isn't going to kill him. Okay. They also can trap the heat in there and things like that. So I'm not that big of a fan. I like a winter one, if anything, and I like it not to drape. I like it to be more like snug on the car seat and keep them warm on like a windy, snowy kind of day. Whereas like that would just blow up in the wind. Does that make sense? Now we're getting into some miscellaneous. So, okay. I don't know if you need this and this. Obviously, the C-section recovery kit, how many disposable underwears in it. Maybe you need both, up to you. And then we got Giratte's laundry detergent. Okay, so on the postpartum, you will get some from the hospital if you're in the US. They give you some stuff. Then you can have additional. It depends on how many bathrooms you plan to use. Okay, for me, postpartum, I used 1 bathroom, so I had 1 set of everything and I was good. If you have a 2-story home and you maybe want your upper level to have a bathroom that's functional for you and your lower level, you're going to want 2 sets of stuff. In a sense. Okay, so I get having options for that sort of scenario. I would say don't overdo it. It's up to you how you handle it. It's also up to you, like this is a C-section recovery. Do they know they're going to have a C-section? I believe with C-section you have less postpartum actual bleeding because I think they kind of clean you out a little bit at least when they're in there doing the C-section. I don't know that as a fact. I had like vaginal deliveries. And some births you bleed a lot more than others. One of my postpartum experiences was completely different than the other. So you don't always know what you're going to get. I actually, with one of them, went and bought a ton of different options as far as like disposable underwear or pads of varying sizes. And I just kept them in the package and I kept the receipt and I actually returned them later, the ones I did not use. I didn't want to send my husband out and put that on him. I wanted to be prepared. And then later I took the baby and we went and I returned what I didn't need. I was like, didn't need that much or whatever. I don't know. It's up to you what you want to ask for. I also did not put postpartum items on my baby registry. I got them myself. I was not comfortable asking for them from friends and family. And I also didn't really want to receive them at a party personally. Not that I'm embarrassed about it. I just was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I skipped that. Now, Dreft laundry detergent. I recommend skipping. I believe it is scented. And also, whatever laundry detergent you're using for you should be good enough for your baby. And if it's not, you need to change what you're using. Also, they're going to be touching your shoulders, your clothing, your sheets, your blankets. I think it's just kind of silly. So I would get the whole family on the same laundry detergent if possible. All right, then we got a belly binder. Again, this could be because they're having a C-section or it could just be any delivery at all. Nothing wrong with that. It's just up to you if you want to put it on here or not. Like, that's okay. And then we had a cradle cap brush earlier that was a little more expensive. This one is more affordable. I'm not sure if this is a 2-pack or if it's like got 2 sides on it. So interesting. I would get this one. This is an item that you don't need quality. You need to scrub your little head and you move along. A car seat, you want quality. A scalp scrubber, get the cheap one. Call me crazy, but get the cheap one. And then we have a behind the door like organizer. That's great if you need it, if you're running low on space. But then we have a second one here. So you need to pick which one you want. Okay, and then we got more detergent and more detergent. You need to narrow it down to what you actually want because it is baby shower time and you need to get this baby registry in shape. And finally, we got some Aveeno bath time. Again, try to find non-scented. I don't know for a fact this one is scented or not. With the purple, I'm like, is it lavender? Could be. But do your best, and again, up to you what you put on your baby and on their skin. If you are in the middle of creating your baby registry, feeling a little overwhelmed, decision fatigue, you're not alone. Plenty of people are going through it. This baby registry is proof of it. Okay, I have more videos on my channel to help you out in your baby registry journey and getting prepared for your baby shower. I hope this video helps you, and check out another one to keep working your way through it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in that next video. Have a great day.